playing the game. It was just you build a wall, and
Same
that
here.
was it.
Same here.
And
Same
you build
here.
a wall and a ramp if you were good, and then that's what it turned. And then it
Right.
turned into
Like, it was barely a ramp. Like,
Yeah.
you barely built a
you
ramp.
barely built anything. And then it was just like, okay, I've got a wall in front of me, and then we go back and forth. Then it turned into this whole it's just building. That's really what it's turned into. And
it's
like,
so funny how it's like it's now turning back. Like, it's all digressing in a way where, like, oh, don't build that high, because people just shoot you the fuck out. You know, like,
yeah, it's really fucking annoying.
it is annoying. It is very, very annoying. But when you play a game like Apex or Overwatch or whatever the fuck it is, where it's just literally one-on-one shooting,
Yeah,
to go into a game like Fortnite and then be able to
it's
build,
a nightmare.
it's a nightmare, but it's, I don't know, it's refreshing to me.
Mm.
Like, you know, to throw some variation into it in a way.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I don't mind. Having some kind of variations and you know, switching it up is very important. That was another thing too, because like seeing Apex wasn't making any progress. It became to me, it became stale, and then running into these issues where hit registration, you know, gun, bullet travel, and all that shit. It's like, and then the server performance is completely unacceptable. So like that's why and then my buddy was talking to me about Destiny, and I was like, you know what? I still want to play FPS, and I still want to get a little sweaty. I can get down playing Destiny because it's got the elements in games that I love to play. And more importantly, I like playing with friends. Playing alone, the only games I can play alone and not have to worry about playing with other people is fighting games. Because then I can go into the lab, I can train, I can work on certain things, I can read frame data. That's the kind of game I could play alone.
Right.
But I prefer to.
I just don't know how those games work. Like,
fighting games?
I don't. Like Destiny, I don't understand it.
So Destiny is it's a looter shooter. So it's a role playing game, and it's first person shooter, and it's class based. So you pick a class. The concept of the game is you group up with a bunch of people, and you go out into the world and you do quests. You level up, you get better gear, so on and so forth. That's the general ground level.
But from what I've watched you play,
you've watched me do player versus player. That's what I'm doing. So I'm literally just doing PvP. I've gone out and done all my quests, leveled up my guy, got to the max level, and now I'm just playing competitive player versus player. That's it. And which right now the only game modes they have in PvP for like quick play stuff is Hardpoint and Team Slayer. That's it. And then again, this is Bungie we're talking about, so it feels very similar to Halo, and that's where a lot of people love the game because it's made by Bungie. So, so I play with my buddy Ali. You remember Ali? He's huge on Destiny. So he talked me into it, and I used to play Destiny a bunch, but it just got really stale because the content wasn't that good. So they just released a expansion for the game that kind of fixes all that stuff, and it's good. I've been having a lot of fun. I've been playing it for a week, and I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying this. Like, I'm excited to get on, turn on my computer. It was the same thing with Apex. I'm excited to go home, turn on my computer, fire up the stream, and load this game up and have some fun. You know, and Destiny is kind of like that right now. Apex is just in this place where it's just like, yeah, I enjoy playing it, but it's definitely not a priority because it's just there's all these issues happening. So I'd rather not get upset playing the game because truthfully, it's just exhausting. Like, it's super fucking exhausting to sit here and just fucking be like, what the fuck? What am I gonna do? Fortnite was Fortnite. I kind of felt like I played it and never kept going with it. If I kept going with it, I can't imagine how good I would be if I continued to play it and not play anything else like everyone else.
Right.
My biggest issue with Fortnite was, not being able to play with friends because some of my friends don't like it. Then it turned into I wasn't putting enough attention into it, and because the game blew up, everybody got really fucking good. So that ceiling to get better was extremely fucking high. So I felt like I was reaching for something I just could not obtain.
But like, that's how I feel about games like COD. Like, I won't play, like, I can't play them because I feel like if I go into and I've tried, right? Yeah. And
Right.
you get in, and like I couldn't even learn how to play that fucking game, and I only started a year ago.
Right.
When I tried to play it, and I got in there, and with friends who were fucking dope as shit, and it was just like every time I got lit the fuck up, and
It's not fun.
like it's just not fun.
Yeah, it's
like
tough.
I can't learn.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, and then Fortnite just turned into this whole like, fuck, man, these kids literally took the summer when it blew up to just fucking play this game and get good. And another big thing for me too is like, whatever I play on stream, I need to realize, okay, whatever I'm playing on stream, how is that going to perform to the general public? If I want to focus on growing my brand and growing myself as a creator on this platform, I need to figure out which games I like to play that people actually want to watch. Because in reality, nobody wants to watch me play fucking Fortnite when Tim the Tatman is on, when Ninja's on, and when all the other fucking big heavy hitters are on. So I'm competing with, I'm a guppy competing with sharks. That's just not a good business decision. So like that's kind of.
In addition to that, fuck the Tim the Tatman, fuck the Ninja. Like a lot of Twitch community does not like FPS. Like
that too. Yeah, I get that.
And especially a fuckboy game. And especially one that's rage-inducing, i.e., Overwatch, i.e., Fortnite. Like it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's tough. Damn, I followed you over 2 years ago. Thought you would have gained a lot of followers. Yeah, it's the name of the game. Not really how it works. How it worked out in my didn't work out in my favor, I guess. Nothing I could do about that. But yeah, that's so then that was the thing too, is like looking at all of the things that was happening. When I go back and I start playing fighting games, people want to watch me play fighting games, but then that got stale because I was just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it wasn't fun. I mean, in reality, I look back, I'm like, I kind of think about it. I look back at it and it's like, shit, what would have happened if I continued playing fighting games and dealt with the bullshit and just kept going? And, or do I continue doing what I would have done?
I don't think the growth would have been there, though.
I don't think it would have been there either. And then the other thing was like, I kind of hit a plateau. And then in my mind, I'm like, all right, I'm going to switch things up because I'm not having fun doing this. I see that there's a plateau. Let me play games that I actually want to play. Then I started playing Overwatch. I had a blast. I played that game. That was the most consistent game I played after fighting games. After my fighting game career, I fucking switched over to Overwatch, and that was the only game to this day that I put the most time into. And even then, when I was playing that game, I still couldn't compete with the heavy hitters. Even though I was damn good, I still couldn't fucking compete with that. So then it turned into, holy shit. Do I play the games I really want to play because I'm having fun, or do I play the games that I know are going to bring people into the stream to help me grow? And that was like one of the hardest decisions I ever had to make.
Yeah, I mean, like now Overwatch, it's Overwatch is the same thing as fucking Fortnite, or Overwatch hit that point, the same that Fortnite is right now. Like Overwatch was so saturated to the point where, like, even if you made that decision to go there, like that would have never really grown your career because it blew up as fast as Fortnite did.
Yeah.
Maybe not as fast, but
it definitely had that same phenomenon factor. Yeah, I agree.
Where you're still the guppy. You're still the guppy, not fucking that pond.
That's kind of how I've been looking at it too, and that's why like I've been making these like, okay, what games do I play based on what's currently happening in the community as a whole. Oh, my Fortnite's done. There you go. See? But yeah, so that's another thing too. So it's having to look at what is going to bring people in based on what they're looking for. Like if I were to go and play a fighting game, people are probably going to want to watch it because nobody's streaming it. So my chances of bringing in those people are really high. But that's why I did so good with KI. It was because nobody streamed the game. It was me and like 5 people total that had a decent following that was streaming the game on a consistent basis. So I was a huge...
Twitch was also so small.
It was smaller, yes. But there was also the fact that I was able to capitalize on that. The problem was is that with a game like that is I'm like a big ass fish in a really tiny pond. So there's really nothing like I feel I'm a badass in this tiny little fucking pond that's sitting in front of my house. You know,
you were a ninja in the FPS
that in particular.
thing.
Yeah,
like that you were, and especially in that stage of Twitch.
Yeah,
like you were the guy to go to watch.
Yeah,
you know. I think Twitch has evolved so much. You know, when it relates to like communities and everything, where I don't necessarily agree with like it matters about the game, because dude, like I'm trash at every fucking game I play, you know, but like I don't do it for the gameplay, you know. It's a matter of like you and your community and what like people come like. And especially now, I think what the niche is like having a streamer who can fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, like, and you can engage with these people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what a lot of the communities look for. I mean, and I'm only speaking out of, you know, like mine.
Yeah.
Example, like a lot of my folks who come around, like they just want to talk to people.
Yeah.
And they want to relate and they want to laugh and they, you know, like.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's not about gameplay.
Oh, yeah. I've had, see, like with mine, the problem is with, I don't even want to say it's a problem. I've had the same community for over going on 5 years. A lot of these people that were watching me were kids, teenagers. So 5 years goes by, they're either starting college, my community grew up. That's pretty much what happened.
Right.
They're moving on, getting jobs, starting a career, getting married, relocating, you know, going to college, graduating college, you name it. So they don't have. That's why I get a lot of people that come in from time to time and they're like, "Hey, I'm still around. It's just I have life." I cannot fault anybody for taking time away from watching video games on the internet like they used to, because they now have responsibilities as adults. My responsibility is to obviously go to work every single day, and then my other responsibility is to come home and live stream, because this is a second job. But I have fun doing it. The thing is, now that most of my community has grown up, nothing has been passed down to a younger generation, so that the time that they have, they can spend watching. So it's, you know, that I totally get, because that's what I loved about streaming, was like I was just talking to people for 4 hours at a time. So I felt like I had people that were keeping me company at night.
Right.
Especially when I was living alone, because I was living alone. When I started, when I was in Vegas, I was living alone. So for the 3 years that I was living alone, I would go home and stream, because then I didn't have to go out and spend money to go to the clubs or go do anything with human beings. I can interact with them over the internet in the comfort of my own home.
Such a mood.
Yeah. So that was kind of my thing when I started, and I started to see everything start to grow. I was like, I don't need to go out. I don't need to go do anything. I don't need to spend money. I don't need to go do any of this stuff. I can just sit at home after a long day at work, and I can chop it up with these random people and just talk about shit and just have fun. And then that's what gave me my work-life balance. And that's why I still continue to do it, because I feel like I have a work-life balance. When I leave work, I leave work. People don't fucking hit me up for shit. And if they do, they got to wait till the next day, because I'm doing me. So I don't really have that anymore.
This isn't work. Well, but I mean,
I do, but it's not as like, it's not the way it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe the two to five people total. I don't think my chat has moved for like 20 minutes. So based on the activity, I could guarantee you I have 5 people watching right now. 6. I have 6 people according to my dashboard. I could tell you that number just based on looking at my chat. I don't even have to look at my viewer count. And I can guarantee you 3/4 of those people are bots. Myself, you, True Warrior. And yeah, so that's, you know, it's, yeah, man, it's just, it's weird. It's just how it is. People grow up, they move on, they find other streamers, and that's what they're interested in, and that's that. I can't fault anyone for that. But at the end of the day, you know, it's such a saturated fucking market now. It's almost impossible.
Right.
So for me to try to be like, oh, how do I get back to doing what I was doing back in the day when I first started on Twitch? I feel like that's almost impossible to do here on the, not necessarily impossible, but it's impossible to do it here on Twitch, because the tools that Twitch gives me right now will not and do not help me grow. That's facts. Even when I was on Front Page, when I did time on Front Page, they did absolutely nothing but hurt my channel. I absolutely hated being on the Front Page. Front Page was the worst. I fucking hated it. I don't know why I agreed to do it, but they did it. It fluffed my, literally all it did was fluff my viewer number, and after I would come off of the Front Page, people would be fucking blowing my spot up in my chat, DMs, telling me I was botting, I was view botting. But they weren't actually watching me on the Front Page. So people were just fucking searching the directory. They would come in and then they would see me. So then it was just having to constantly tell people I was on the Front Page, and I was just getting boosted so that people can come across my channel. Yeah, it was great. I was getting like 10,000 viewers per stream, and it was fucking dope. And people were like, oh, this is great. People were following and never coming back. So it's like, I can never truly understand, why is that happening? Why is that actually happening? Can someone please explain to me why it's happening? And no one can ever explain it. And I was busting my ass, bro. I would, after when it would happen on Wednesdays, I would be fucking miserably exhausted after that, because I was just talking, and just trying to like get people and grasp people to come in and watch and hang out. And then it was just fucking trying to tell people I'm on the Front Page, you know? And then the most embarrassing part was that after I was on the Front Page, the next day I'd go and play the same game. I'd have fucking 20 viewers. And people would be like, what the fuck? I was here yesterday. You had 7,000 people. This chat was lit. Right. And now it's fucking dead. You're a fucking view bot. They'd unfollow me. You know, and that's why I would lose followers all the time. My followers have never been in the plus, haven't been in the plus for 2 years, because people would come back and realize, oh, I followed you like 4 years ago because you were playing this game and now you're not playing anymore. I'm unfollowing. That's what happens all the time, dude. Happens all the time. I've been sitting at 10,000 followers for 2.5 years. Probably more than that. I'd say the better half of 3 years. I've been sitting at that number and it's flatlined. And I've done everything you can think of to try to boost that number, including these giveaways, and it hasn't done shit. When I do the Gastro giveaways, like on social media, and I try to like get people like, hey, if you want to get this headset, this is what you have to do. People would follow the channel and then they immediately unfollow if they lost. So it's just empty follows. People just do it just to try to get something for free. I think I've gained maybe 100 followers in the last 4 months.
See, like, and you for your giveaways, you use Gleam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, like, I say fuck Gleam. Like, that's my opinion, because I'm not partnered. I don't have nearly as many followers as you, and I feel like when I give away to my community, like, I want it to be somebody who's actually like in the community, you know?
Yeah, get.
That's what deters me from using, you know, things like Gleam.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually just for my C40 giveaway, I used this platform called Player.gg, which is like it's a lot nicer than Gleam.
I know what that is.
And have you seen it before?
Yeah, I've seen it. I know what that is.
Yeah, like and the way that like it's set up, it's more kind of like, you know, user like generated more towards like people actually being in your channel.
Yeah.
But my opinion of that is, fuck you. If you're not in that stream from start to finish for those 4 hours, you're not entitled to this giveaway. Like, that's my personal opinion, you know. And I think like using things like Gleam, where it's like, great, follow my fucking Facebook, which is gonna do nothing for my Twitch.
Yeah.
Follow my Twitter, which is gonna do nothing for my Twitch immediately.
Yeah.
Like, or that stream where you actually give it away. I don't see the point. You know, and I think it's just, especially with like the trolls on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
It's so easy to go in and just follow and get entered into these giveaways for $200 products that we're just giving them away to fucking no one.
Yeah.
like people who don't actually contribute. So I don't know. I think there needs to be a better way, especially with giveaways. For people like us who are giving away like expensive product, to give them away to the people who actually like make a difference and contribute to the stream.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like things like that, of course.
It should be to people that like. I was doing it for a while on. I was doing it for a while just for. Oh Jesus, I was doing it forever with just subs, and then there was this whole big controversy with the terms of service.
Right, because it's a lottery.
Yeah, it's a lottery thing. So then it would turn into that, and I was like, "Fuck! I'm giving away a headset. I'm gonna get my ass in trouble.
Yeah,
fuck,
I'm going to jail for that.
Going to prison for fucking ever, bro. Someone's gonna try to make me their fucking fish. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, turn into this whole big thing.
It's that's why like there are some extensions, like the extensions that they have,
right,
which are not as established as like Gleam or Player, but they allow you to only pick the people who are subbed. Not to say, hey, you have to sub to enter.
Yeah,
but it's just a random giveaway, and it only chooses from the people who are subbed, which technically you kind of get around that. Like the legalities of it. But they're trash.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really pick random people. Like they're just broken ass extensions.
Right.
But that platform Player, they do have a thing in there which is interesting, where you can actually use like donations as a form of entry. So, like, if somebody donates $1, they get 10
it's just it's raffle tickets. Yeah.
Right. But the way that they get around that is by, in their terms of service at the bottom, they, like, in the super fine print, they have a link that says free entry. So you're not required to pay things, but I don't know. It's all so sketchy.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
The whole thing is sketchy.
It is what it is, dude. I mean, and you know what, too, bro? Like, I think what a lot of people misinterpret, too, it's luck. Luck is a huge part of it. You can do all the right things from top down. It's a little bit of luck. You gotta get lucky.
Yeah.
And people that say it's not based on luck, they're fucking lying. Bullshit. It takes one opportunity for someone to put you on.
Right.
You shine in that opportunity. That's all you need, and then it's a snowball. That's all you need. I'm telling you. I've seen it happen countless fucking times. Everyone's like, no, you got to do this on social media, and you need to do this and this and that, and you got to do this and this and that. Like, no, you fucking do not. Like, me in the beginning, yeah, absolutely. But, like, when you finally hit, you got to get to that point where it becomes habit, where you post something, it just starts rolling. People are liking and favoriting and retweeting and sharing and this and that, and then it just starts to become, when it's consistent, it starts to create that snowball. That's where, and then once that snowball starts to really roll, then you're good. I'm not saying sit back or whatever. It's just now you need to ride that and continue to evolve on that. I could sit here and fucking tweet out every fucking day when I go live on Twitter, and then do the same thing on Instagram, make all my post that on. I was doing that for years, dude, and I was seeing maybe 1,000 subs a year on YouTube, maybe, and I was posting 5 days a week, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fucking work, and people are like, consistency, this and that and this and that. Like, yeah, dude, like, I have a video with the fucking the end cards, the annotations, the edits, the thumbnails, the fucking timing based on my analytics, and the fucking advertiser friendly and this and like I followed every fucking rule to the T, bro. It comes down to luck, dude. If you're doing all the right things, that's really, really good, and that's gonna eventually work out for you, because for a lot of people it took them a fucking long ass time to get there. It just takes that one thing.
No, you're right. You're right. And it is, you know, like, and sure, like, socials are, but also...
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not important. It's like that's like the grassroots shit right there.
Yeah, but you get put on, you get that one.
You get that one thing.
Like,
then
it's yeah, you're good. You're good.
So, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea that people just fucking try to do it to get lucky. You just got to create your own.
Yeah, I mean,
there's just that one thing.
It's the same thing. Like, even if you common ass, like, you don't have anything that's like unique about you.
Yeah.
And you get rated, you get that 4,000, 5,000 person fucking host.
Yeah.
Sure, you'll get a shit ton of followers.
I've actually noticed I've had more luck with raids from. I've had more luck from male streamers. I don't want to make it sound like this is like a sex thing here, but like I've noticed that I would get more engagement from a male streamer as opposed to a female streamer.
I wonder, is that
and the only reason, and I think that's only I think it's just because of it's a gender thing. I think a lot of, because if you think about it, the way I looked at it is I have a lot of really great friends that are women that are great fucking great streamers, really, really good. Their communities are primarily male dominant, rightfully so.
Right.
So the thing is, they're not going to want to watch a brother. You know, They're not going to want to watch me. When it comes down to it, do I want to watch the homie play Fortnite, or do I want to watch this hot ass chick play Fortnite?
Right.
So then it's like, I'm going to go watch this guy stream because she told me to. I'm going to do whatever the fuck she tells me to because I love her. I know this sounds fucking crazy, but that's literally the mentality of a lot of fucking dudes on this fucking website, man. That's just how it is. And I don't even think it's just Twitch. It's just how it is.
That's not even a...
That's just how it is on, like, it's just the male anatomy. Like, it's just, if they're there because they like to watch female streamers, they're not going to watch guys. I'm telling you right now. And it's happened to me 1,001 times where I'd have plenty of raids from these female creators that are fucking damn good at what they do. They send their hard work my way, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to go because Mistress told me to, but I'm only going to stay here until she leaves. And then if this guy's cool enough, yeah, I'll probably hang out, but they see me as a threat. You know, wait a second. So you're telling me that shut up, Siri. So fucking they see they kind of see it as like, this guy knows this female. Why would I support him if he's closer to her than I am when I want to be in his position? It's jealousy, and they don't want to watch. They hope I fail. They'd rather just watch her instead. So then, but when it's the homies, it's totally different, because then it's like those are the boys. We're chopping it up. That's just how it is, you know? So it's a tough one. I'm not saying it can't happen. You know what I mean? But I think just from my own personal experience, the raids and that kind of support that I get from females always ends up being just empties out, and it's more of a fluff in the moment than it is an actual, like, hey, I came here from such and such stream and I decided to come back because I really enjoyed your stream the other night. I had a lot of fun.
Right.
You know, as opposed to like, I'm just here because she told me to and I'm just trying to show support. You know, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, a lot of raids and hosts are like that, and maybe not free because like you stream at a decent hour. I mean, never mind time zone. But I mean, I go through that a lot as well, regardless of, you know, who the fuck it is, where like a raid comes over and it's people literally saying, "Hi, I came because of like I'm here for the raid."
Yeah.
And then they leave. But I do agree with you. You know, when the beautiful girl fucking raids you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
There's a lot.
They don't
there's
want
a
to.
lot
I don't
less.
think they want to stick around.
Yeah, I mean, they're watching content for a reason. They're there for a reason.
And that's fine. It's like and that's the same argument that I don't think people understand. They're like, "Oh, titty streamers, titty streamers." I'm like, "Yo, they have a community that is only there to see that thing. Those viewers are not going to come and hang out and watch you play games on the internet. They're there to see her. So why are we getting it twisted? Do you really think that somebody that watches fucking Pink Sparkles, as fucking drop dead fucking smoke show gorgeous she is, her fucking community's not going to want to watch me play fucking Apex Legends or Destiny 2 or a fighting game? Are you serious? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, and then people will go fucking women. These fucking they're stealing. Like, no, they're not, bro. Let them let them do what they want to do. There is no way. Have you ever read somebody's fucking a streamer like that? Have you ever read their chat? It's a literal fucking cesspool. I don't want that shit here. Why would anyone want that shit in their chat? For them, it's okay because they're probably either A, they have a premium Snapchat and they're literally just getting, they're just getting that community over to that main cash cow. And that's that, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's just, I don't think people really get that either. It's, you know, that's a whole community thing.
Right.
I can't get mad at that. I don't know why people get so. I don't know how we I don't know how we segue it into that, but I was just using that as an example. They will always have that type of viewage because those are the type of people that come onto this platform for that specific reason. If I'm the kind of content creator that just wants to be, I just want to be the homie that hangs out and I'm just trying to have a good time with my friends, or I'm just trying to have a good time playing video games. If people relate to that, that's great. But there's probably at least 10 to 30,000 other people that are doing the exact same thing as me at the exact same time. So now I have to stand out 30,000 times more. You know, so it's like it's not easy. So then when people say like, "Oh, your viewage is trash. Oh, your followers are trash," you know, or you know, the numbers, when it comes down to numbers, like, fam, you just don't get it. You just don't get it, man. I've been able to accomplish a lot as a creator over my 5 years than more people that have had than plenty of people that have plenty more followers and viewers than I do. When it comes to the endorsement deals and the companies that I've been endorsed by and still am endorsed by, I'm proud of that. You know? I don't think people truly get it. And then, you know, but
they don't. And I don't think people will ever truly get it.
Yeah.
A lot of it, and especially now, I think, is just going to be a numbers game. People, you know, like a lot of people, especially the people who Twitch.
Yeah.
They're like, well, if I'm gonna go watch a creator, I want to see ninja numbers.
Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna like that. That's where you find literally zero. I don't know. I feel like the entire, you know, the just like what Twitch is unfortunately going to be lost in the Hollywoodization of all of this.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's sad because that hurts genuine creators.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah, I can't be, and I can't be a genuine person in order to get ahead. I need to do something really fucking stupid, like something stupid, potentially dangerous, racist, sexist, something that someone would eventually clip, send it to the right place or share it to the right place, and then all of a sudden that triggers 10 or 15 people. They all share that out, call me an asshole, and then it starts to spread. That's just how it works.
Right.
But that's the one. It's a shock value
which is
thing.
The shittiest part. Like,
it's like a shock value thing, man. That's what people want to see. People love negativity and drama. I just can't. Man. You know? I mean, the only dumb thing I've ever done on stream was I was topless. Like I purposely took my shirt off and I zoomed in on my nipple and I was topless the rest of the stream. I didn't give a fuck. And I proved the point. I was like, I'm not going to get banned because I'm at the bottom of the list and Twitch doesn't give a fuck about me. Me being topless is not going to hurt anyone's fucking feelings.
Right. And they didn't.
And nothing happened. I did it for a week. I took my shirt off and I sat here and I streamed and I did nothing different except stream with nothing on. And I was like, I'm telling you, no one's going to fucking say anything unless somebody reports me. And it never happened. No one you know what I mean? Because, so that's... Why does one... Okay, if two people play the same game at the same time and do the same thing, why does one have more than the other? There are so many variables to that. How much longer has one person been streaming compared to the other person? Has that person done anything in the past that allowed them to create a larger community to attract more people? Nick will probably get more viewers than me because his community is significantly more active. So me and him doing the exact same thing, he's very likely to get more viewers because his community is significantly more active than mine. Even though we're doing the exact same thing and the setup is the exact same thing. The only difference is that he's him and I'm me. That's it. Then it just comes down to who is more comfortable watching the other person. Are you more comfortable watching me or are you more comfortable watching them? But you watch us both at the same time? Fine. You know how to set that up. There's tools out there that allow you to watch both of us at the same time. They've been out. It comes down to what you're most comfortable with and what you're used to. Hey, I'm Ray. What's up, dude?
Exactly.
So
you're 1,000% right.
Right? Yeah. So, it's like I'm not dumb when it comes to this stuff. It's just how it is. That's just the nature of the game. I wish people would actually take the time to either educate themselves or just take the time to have the perspective. That's all it is, just perspective. And it goes back to when it comes to the game that you're playing, who is going to who wants to watch you over the person that's leading the charge? Right now, I'm in the Fortnite category. No, I'm probably not even in the Fortnite category. I'm in just chatting. I guarantee you the girl that's doing a fucking asthma stream is going to be getting more viewers than me because she's got a large community that wants to see that shit. That's what people want to watch. Why does anyone want to watch me rant about this stuff? They probably don't give a fuck about it because they can go on YouTube and they can check it out and watch videos in their own free time. They don't got to listen to me. The only time I'll get lucky with things like that is if people will scroll to the bottom of the list because they want to watch smaller streamers because they prefer to interact with people. They prefer to be able to type in the chat and get a response. But those are extremely few and far between. Some people just want to see what's going on. They want to know what the hype's about. They'll go to the top of the list and that's that. They won't go anywhere else. And that is how the game on Twitch is played. You have to have those higher numbers to keep you in a spot where people don't have to scroll very far because they're lazy. They just want to go what's in front of them. I'm like literally probably one of the last streams, or I'm one of the fucking hundreds of people that are sitting in that purgatory stage where there's that amount of viewers they have and they'll never break past that plateau and they're just going to stick there. Literally any game I play, Apex, Destiny, my viewerage hasn't really changed. I think I've probably maxed out at maybe 20 viewers in the last 2 months, which is actually my highest because when I came back, I was doing no more than 2 or 3. But I've never been a high viewer streamer. Only when I played fighting games. Is that because of the blackface or whatever that chick got in trouble for on Twitch? I have absolutely no idea that was a thing.
What happened?
I don't know. Somebody wore a blackface costume, I think. It's just people wanting jackass drama again. Well, yeah, that's what it is, dude. That's a society thing, dude.
There have been so many streamers who have been banned in the past. I mean, I could tell you, like, past 3 weeks alone.
No, I'm sure.
Because it's becoming it's literally becoming like chatterbait.
Like, what do they want you to do? Make a drama with Talk Reader or something and fake a relationship with her to get more viewers? If me and her wanted to do something like that, then yeah, that would probably get us viewers, but I don't have the time or the patience to do shit like that, and neither does she. And she's got a husband. So what benefit, how is that going to benefit anybody? Especially since, one, I've never had any kind of drama with any creators on this platform except for one. And he was an asshole. And everyone knew that. But that was years ago. And he was only an asshole because I came into the game after him and I had more success. And instead of him building me up and allowing me to help build him up, he decided to be a cuck. But I've never, so for me to have to do a scenario where it's like, let's fucking try to do something that creates shock value. How is that going to benefit us in the long run? It's just not. It's just not. Stupid. Or what are you going to do? Scream at your screen like Tyler1? I do. That's the beauty of it. I did the exact same shit because that's naturally how I did it. That didn't grab the attention of a lot of people. One, because I was playing a game that wasn't very popular. It had a niche community. And then when you're comparing apples to oranges. Tyler1 is a very, 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 very good ex-professional League of Legends player. There's a community of people from around the world that will watch that game. So, of course, he's going to have the upper hand because he's really fucking good at the game. People know him because of what he's been able to do in the game and because of his attitude. Of course, that's literally a perfect mixture of everything. You've got a popular game with a popular player doing dumb shit. Beautiful. It works. Here's the other thing too. It's what the streamer allows their chat to do. For the most part, I've let my chat do whatever the fuck they wanted. But it's never gotten to a point where it's been a problem. It's never been a problem. Because it's always been me either clapping back or just allowing it to happen and letting the chat do what they had to do, and then it just worked itself out. When the streamer encourages the behavior, that's when it becomes not necessarily a problem. That's when it starts to pop off. Because people can then have that feeling of they can go into this place behind this moniker and say whatever the fuck they want without no repercussions. Whereas if you were to do that in a streamer like myself, do that in my chat where there's probably 4 or 5 people, it's not going to, it's not going to make that big of a difference. You know? It's like, oh shit, if I say something negative, it's going to be seen. Whereas if I go into a stream that's got 20, 30, 40,000 viewers and it's a ticker tape, I can say whatever the fuck I want. No one's going to notice anything. And as a streamer, I can't necessarily follow all that. It's just way too hard. So I can't enforce all that. And I can't depend on 2 to 5 mods to be able to handle that kind of filtration. It's insane. That's just how it is. Anywho. That's my rant.
It was a good rant. I like it.
And I don't think, and you know what? You know what's really disappointing? Every piece of advice that I've dropped, people are charging you for. There are people out there that charge you for shit like that. Crazy. People charge you for that. Maybe you can do something with Mortal Kombat 11? Probably. The problem is, if I do Mortal Kombat 11, I have to sacrifice playing games with my friends. And I think streaming should be more of a social community interaction than a competitive thing. Because if I play fighting games, I'm going to want to be competitive. And that's going to take me away from playing games with my friends. I am definitely willing to sacrifice a few days a week of playing that game on stream if it means growing my channel. Absolutely. But I feel more comfortable physically and mentally playing games with my friends. Because that genuine interaction, how we bounce off of each other, how Ali and I bounce off each other, how the dark mode guys bounce off one another. That's what makes for really, really fun streams. Because then I forget about all the bullshit. I forget about how many people are watching. I forget about how many people are chatting. I forget about all that. I just see what's going on in the moment and enjoying it. That's it. That's what makes it fun. And that's why I really loved playing KI for so long. Because I had so many people coming out to the streams, chatting with me, talking to me. It was constant energy flow. Constant energy flow. Now it's just like I see a couple of people in the chat. I see you. We talk, and that's that. I continue playing. And then that's it. But there's nothing else to it. So the energy isn't really that high. Because there's not, you know, I feed off of that. That's just how I am. And I know you are the same way. That's just how it is. That's how I function as a streamer. Chat activity's got to be at a very high level. So that I can be seeing shit, and then it's like, it's just fucking fire rounds. Just fucking, I see something, I read it, I respond to it, it turns into a discussion, boom. Fucking rest of the chat jumps in. Someone else brings something up, bang, another discussion, talk about it, bang. And then now I'm having that same interaction with my homies as we're talking to the chat about it. Holy fuck. And there's just never-ending cycle of just information that keeps cycling through chat, through stream, through the voice chat, through the game, and it just keeps going all the way in and out, in and out, in and out. That's what makes for a healthy stream. I should be charging people for this. I need to start. Y'all need to pay up. Pay up.
Dude, I'm the same way. I literally have gotten to the point where like I could do it when I first started streaming, like on my own and just talking to chat, but like now I need to stream with, like, I need to have somebody in a party chat.
Yeah, I agree. Just, it makes it easier. It makes it significantly easier. 100%.
Not even easier, like maybe internally, but also it makes it more fun. You're not just
it's supposed to be a social
focusing
thing
on a game and then jumping back and forth between chat, like especially when you play FPS or when you play like anything where you where you can't pause the game. You know, it's like you need it. You need it.
True. That's true. I'm gonna go to bed. It's that time.
Yeah. All right, brother.
I'll hit you up tomorrow.